Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, that is Learn Computer Science with Manik Sharma. In this video I am going to share important aspect of R programming language. In the earlier video I have briefly discussed the introduction and data types supported in R language. The web link of the video has been mentioned in the description section of this video. In this video we will learn what are different data structures in R programming, what is vector, what are the basic vector operations, the practical implementation of the vectors and its basic operations in R environment. Let us start. R is an open source interpreter based programming language that is especially meant for data scientists. We all know that what is a program, that is a set of instructions. The instructions are normally written and executed to perform some kind of data manipulation. The programmer tries to optimize the program by storing the data in an optimal manner. For this, the programmer has to select the optimal data structure so that the data can be well stored and processed. A data structure is a particular way of organizing data in a computer so that it can be used effectively. The idea is to reduce the space and time complexity of different tasks. Data structure in R programming are tools for holding multiple values. R's base data structure are often organized by their dimensionality, that is one dimension, two dimension or n dimension, and whether they are homogeneous, that means all elements must be identical, or heterogeneous, in which the elements are often of different types. In general, the data structure in R can be categorized into 6 different categories, that is vector, list, data frame, matrices, array and factor. Let's first understand what is vector. A vector is an ordered collection of basic data type of given length. Here it need to be noted that all the elements of a vector must be of same type. That means vector is a homogeneous data structure. Moreover, vectors are one-dimensional in nature. A vector supports logical, integer, double, character, complex or raw data type. The elements which are contained in vector known as component of the vector. In R, we use C function to create a vector. This function returns one-dimensional array or simply a vector. The vector can be created using comma or colon operator inside the C function. Comma is used for individual values, whereas colon can be used to specify the range. Suppose we want to create a vector of first 5 odd elements. This can be done in R by using the expression like A is equal to C. Here C is the C function. Bracket start 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, bracket close. In this way, we can create a vector of a first 5 odd element. In this case, the odd 5 elements will be assigned to a vector known as A. Similarly, for the first 5 even values, we can write like A is equal to C, bracket start 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, bracket close. And suppose we want to create a vector of first 10 natural numbers. The same thing can also be processed using the colon operators. So we need to write A is equal to C, bracket start 1, 10, bracket close. That means we have to give the starting and the ending value. In this way, a vector of a first 10 natural number will be created and the values will be assigned to a vector known as A. Let's understand the basic operations that can be performed on a vector. Accessing vector element. So vector element can be accessed in many ways. The most basic is using subscripted operator, that is a square bracket. If you want to access fourth element of the vector A, then you can access it by writing the statement A square bracket start 4 and square bracket close. However, one of the important aspect is that unlike the C, C++ or Java, vectors in R are one base indexed. That means the indexing in R vector start from 1 rather than 0. Different arithmetic operation can be easily and simply performed on vector. We simply need to use different arithmetic operators like plus, minus, multiplication, etc. to perform different arithmetic operations. we will see how these arithmetic operations can be performed in the practical session of this video. We can check the type of vector with the help of type of function. The length is another important property of a vector. A vector length is basically the number of elements in the vector and is calculated with the help of length function. So further, to sort the elements of a vector in R, the sort function can be used. By default, it will sort the element in ascending order. However, for the descending order, we have to pass an argument, that is decreasing is equal to true, to the sort function. Last but not least, deleting a vector. A vector can be deleted by reassigning them as null. To delete a vector, we have to use the null operator. If you want to delete a vector A, then we need to assign null to A. Let's see how the vector is actually created in our environment and how the different operations can be performed on a vector in our language. Let's first open our studio. Now we will create a vector A using C function that we have discussed earlier. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So we will create a vector comprises of 5 odd values 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and the vector has been named as A. So let us see that whether the vector has been created. So we will run this program by using this run. Now you can see the output. You can check from here that the vector A has been created using C function and the value 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 has been assigned to vector A. Likewise, if you want to create a vector B using colon, so as we have mentioned earlier that this specifies the range starting from 1 and ending with 10. So let us print vector B. We will again run the program to check the output. Now you can see that the first vector 1, 3, 5, 7 and another vector B has been created comprises of 10 different values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in this way we can create a vector. Now how to perform the arithmetic operations on the vector? So let us perform an arithmetic operation like B equal to B star 2. We want to multiply vector B with 2. Now let us see the output. Let us check. Now in this way 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, that means each component of vector B has been multiplied by 2. Likewise, we can also perform an operation that is B is equal to B minus say 10. Now again we need to print B to check the result. Now in this way you can check that 10 has been subtracted from each and every element of vector B. So in this way you can perform different operations like plus, minus, multiplication, etc. Now to check the type of a vector, we will write type of B. So let us check. Now you can check that the value double, type double has been assigned to vector A. So based upon the values, the data type will be assigned. Now To check the length, we need to print length. We need to use length function, length of B, and print length of A. Now run. Now we can check that the length of vector B is 10 because it comprises of 10 different elements, and the length of vector A is 5 as we have given 5 odd elements to the vector A. Likewise, we can use sort function. Let us create another vector, say v1 equal to C, say 2, 9, 7, 40, 55, 33, 100, 65, 8. So I have created a vector v1 having different values. So let us first print v1. So you can check that we have 2, 9, 7, 55, 33, 100, 65. Now we will sort, v1. Now we will sort v1. So when we use sort function, it will arrange the data in ascending order. Let us execute this first. Now from this you can check, earlier in vector v1 we have 2, 9, 7, so that means out of order values, but when we have used sort function, the value have been arranged in the increasing order. Likewise, we can write sort v1 decreasing equal to true. Now in this way we can arrange the value of a vector in the descending order. So these are some of the basic operations that helps us in creating a vector, in manipulating different arithmetic operations, finding the type of vector, length, sorting. Last, we have to delete the vector. For this, what we need to do, we have to assign null to v1. Now we will check the value of v1. Now let us execute the program. So now we are getting object v1 not found because we have removed vector v1 by assigning the null value to it. So in this session I have tried to mention or highlight some of the basic operations for vector data structure. In the coming lecture we will cover other vectors like data frame, matrices, etc. So I hope that each and every aspect of this session will be clear to all of you. Please do like and share this video. For more update and technical insight of computer science, please subscribe this channel. Thank you.